bitch.
I'm gonna eat fries while we're in here too. I'm just disrespecting you guys today.
Please watch it through this window, like this.
Oh, actually, I might do that. That works really well for me.
It worked really well for me too, except for I was trying to pay attention to what we were talking about.
I wasn't trying to distract you.
No, I was thankful.
I'll tell you what.
It's hilarious.
How about this, Murray? Because there's so much to get to tonight, so many predictions.
Yes, sir.
Let's make the 3 count the NXT predictions.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that works.
Sam, can we do the hip hop beat over the 3 count NXT predictions, and then the rock and roll beat over the second half of the show?
Yeah. So hip hop beat for the first predictions, and then the second.
Yeah, and that'll be the 3 count. That'll be the 3rd count. And then if you have those, he understands that. And if you have those Jason Bell drops, drop them in at any time at your leisure.
So 3 count will just be the NXT predictions.
Well, the first going to be Ronda Rousey leaving us for WrestleMania.
Got it.
The 2 count will be Choppin Go
Oh,
Danno.
okay, I got you.
Are you cool with handling that one?
Yeah.
And then the 3 count will be the NXT Takeover predictions, and the second half of the show will be the Royal Rumble predictions, and we don't have to rush through.
Perfect. Sounds sweet.
No, I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
It's probably the most gnarly version of that song I've ever listened to in my life.
I can make it gnarlier.
I'm sure.
That song sucks regardless. It eats fucking dick.
Always hated it.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if you heard my fries. I have to go. I'll be right there.
I gotta have my fries.
Sam's getting a salad or something.
By fries, it's just like pillars of quinoa.
Yeah. Right. Right. It's like kale and carrots. I'm cool with it.
That's my new band name, by the way.
Finally diced.
Pillars of quinoa.
Kale. I already forgot what it was, so it must be a punk rock band.
Is it me first and the gimme gimmies?
Yes. Yep. I made that one up.
With a bunch of DX.
Can we have some of those?
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, you could have like 1 or 2.
Well, I'm hungrier than that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't really care if you go late or how late.
Oh. Let's go as late as we can.
I have a beer, so
Yeah.
There we go.
How many beers are in that cooler?
We'll respect you, Sam.
that's all I ask. All right, can everybody hear themselves?
I hear myself.
Okay.
I'm introducing Bo last. So I'm going to go Zach, Murray, Bo.
Boom.
I can hear myself.
How many beers do you have, Zach?
I have another. That's all that matters.
I don't need one right now, but I mean,
I've got
if
2
we're going to do
more.
a 3-hour podcast, like I feel like
Wait a second.
That's a great answer.
I drank last week. Zach and I drank it. I decided not to have a beer this week. Zach drank.
It's funny. This is the first drinks of the year for
Yeah.
me.
Bill, can you say something
How's
louder?
it feel?
I think Dolphins ask too much.
Can you talk louder real quick?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Are you predicting that I'm going to talk louder during the show? So you're testing the levels?
I'm knowing it.
Yeah. He's a pro.
Jason's not here to scream, so.
Yeah,
He is
somebody's
a
got to.
pro.
Bill's always gonna get loud after he listens to fucking Cardi B.
Oh yeah, Cardi B's my gal. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
Zach, can you talk?
I can talk sometimes.
Good. Very good. Can you talk?
Yep, does that work?
Yep. I'm gonna.
What'd you have for breakfast
that a
today?
little lower.
Nothing.
Cool.
Some
Breakfast
Cheetos.
of
Fuck,
champions.
fuck breakfast.
I had a piece of cheese.
Okay.
one piece of cheese.
I'm sad for you guys.
I hope it was smoked good.
Well, I'm gonna eat gramophone after I leave here. So
Ooh, yeah, you gotta get that Alcatraz.
I get all kinds of different stuff.
I love the Alcatraz.
Get two. Take 2 halves home.
Mm.
And the jalapeno popper soup.
That's soft dick.
Ready?
Can't beat it.
Tonight on the Band from Ringside podcast, we got your NXT TakeOver predictions, your Royal Rumble 2019 Phoenix predictions. Ronda Rousey might be leaving the WWE. That and a whole bunch more tonight on the Band from Ringside podcast. Man, it's so much better here without Jason. Damn, it's so easy.
Boo.
Ditch that 9 to 5. It's time to feel alive. Hello, Mark. So welcome to the Band from Ringside podcast. As always, I'm your host, Bill Vagey, a.k.a. Job Van Dam. And to my right, as always, we have Two Beer, Zach Pullman. What's going on, Two Beer?
Man, speaking of Job Van Dam, I don't have a 9 to 5. I didn't even know what day it was until I realized I had to come to the podcast.
Did you get a job today, though?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, like life is an adventure, and all I've been doing is watching wrestling, so this is fucking great.
And catty corner from him, we have Murray the Murray Man. Murray, what's going on, Murray?
Not much. As usual, we are live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook right now at BFR on Twitter and Facebook. Band from Ringside on YouTube.
Nice.
We're all waving
We're
right
being
now.
recorded right now?
We are being recorded.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Everybody's
So-
all in. And to his left, making his BFR debut, we have one of my oldest buddies in the world. I've known him since grade school. I didn't like him in grade school. We went to high school together. We smoked a lot of weed, drank a lot of beer, drove a lot of miles in his van. We have Bo Geisman, a.k.a. Vice. What's going on, Bo? Bo, welcome to BFR.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me, boys. Very excited.
So, before we get too far into it, JCB is not here tonight.
What do you mean?
He is on his way to Phoenix. He's going to the Royal Rumble. Good for Jason, I guess.
I had no
He's-
idea that's where it was going.
I didn't know until yesterday.
I thought he was
I didn't know
going to
until
see
today.
Becky again.
He told us last week. You guys weren't listening, or else we were drunk after the show.
Could be.
Which
Thanks
could
for
have
the
been
invite,
possible.
Jason.
Yeah, TFTI, Jason. He's at the Royal Rumble. We miss him dearly. He wanted to call in. I said, we're fine. We got a full house, guys. There's 5 of us in there. There's so much. We got the predictions to get to.
Besides, I think Jason will make an appearance from time to time.
He might.
He might.
He also told me, I said, do you want to call in? Or are you okay? He goes, N-word. My ego is not big enough that I need to call in. He called me the N-word.
Right.
So I can say N-word.
Yeah, okay.
But I can't say the N-word. I can just say N-word. But we miss you, Jason.
Right.
Can't wait to see it. Have a good time. He may check him out on at BFR JCB on Twitter, and you can find us all on Twitter. Thank you,
there
Jason,
he
very
is.
much. Before we get too far into it, we're going to talk up that day one-ish sponsor. That's Soul Taco. I was there on Monday, on Martin Luther King Day, with the day off. The bride and I went and saw a movie, and we went to Soul Taco afterwards. And I did what any good Soul Taco fan should do, which is get an extra burrito, which I haven't eaten yet. And I am going to eat it tonight.
That's the best thing.
I kept it for 2 days, knowing that this is going to be what I want to eat when I don't feel like making anything. So I'm going to eat that burrito tonight. They got what else the other thing that we tried the other night was the waffles in goji bowl, which is their regular goji bowl on a bed of sweet potato waffle fries.
Ooh.
And I'm telling you guys,
Sounds ridiculous.
yeah, it is ridiculous. It's so fucking good, guys. That is the place that you want to go. I assure you that we are not lying to you, everybody in this room, when we say that Soul Taco is the place that you want to go when you want that fast, casual Mexican, Korean fusion food. Even if that's not what you're in the mood for, just go get it because it's so freaking good. That's Soul Taco. They got places in U City Loop. They got 2 food trucks driving around St. Louis. They got places in Chesterfield, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, Champaign, Illinois, 2 places in Chicago. And then we're moving on to that second day one-ish sponsor. That's JJ Twigs on Southampton. I was there on Sunday watching the football games. You guys might think I love pizza and tacos, which is true.
And we find out every Thursday that he eats there and doesn't tell us.
Oh, I think I texted you, but I think I had the wrong number.
Yeah.
But I went there. Go to JJ Twigs on Southampton. They have
My schedule's wide open, by the way.
They have great pizzas. But you don't have a job, man. I can't pay for your pizzas too.
Ah, fuck.
They got great pizzas, man. They got great deals. If you want to go up there and take the family, it's a great place to go. If you want to go up there and watch the Blues game and have a couple beers and talk to some South City dudes, it's a great place to go. That's JJ Twigs on Southampton.
Maybe you just want to sit in the corner and stream Royal Rumble on the Wi-Fi. I don't know. I don't know your life. But if you want to eat a whole pizza, it's a good place to go.
And without further ado, let's get to our 3 counts. Zubir, what you got?
1 count. So Wrestling Observer was released today, and front headline, first sentence was that Ronda Rousey might be finished with her WWE tenure at WrestleMania. So this isn't a surprise. A lot of people are making a big deal about it in the wrestling world. You know, Ronda has put her kind of like regular domestic life on hold for her career for a long time.
She is married.
She's married.
She has no kids.
She has no kids.
Yet, right?
She lives on a farm that she would very much like to attend to. And
what is her age?
I don't know exactly what her age is. I mean, like early mid-30s, I would say.
A computer, right?
Yeah, if only we had like access to unlimited information in the pockets of our, that we just use for porn.
Sure.
But he's gonna Google Ronda Rousey and is gonna
I'm looking it up right now.
Some other shit. But so anyway, so she signed a 1-year contract, and whether or not this is the end for her with WWE,
she'll be 32 next month.
32. So her biological clock is ticking, and if she wants to raise a family, I know that she's gone all in. So she's been house shows. She's been on TV every week. She is not Brock Lesnar. Now, that's not to say she could not be Brock Lesnar, but
surgery
in terms of the schedule.
In terms of the schedule, but she's gone all in. She is one of the girls, like so to speak. She has trained. She's wrestled. She's paid her fucking dues, and she has given WWE a full-time year. Now, there's a huge amount of money with the Fox deal. She could obviously be paid a lot of money for a part-time schedule. So if you're a big fan of Ronda Rousey and you want to see more of her in WWE, that is not meaning this is the end. But as far as a full-time schedule, I mean, Ric Flair called this shit in June whenever he said she was, going to be done after WrestleMania. So if you're a huge fan, relish the time that you've had. Let's see where it takes us. My biggest concern with this is we know how Vince has booked Brock Lesnar. We know how last year at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns was supposed to be crowned, and he was not because it was too predictable and he didn't like the crowd. My biggest fear is that someone that should be crowned and should carry the title is not, and that the Raw women's title ends up like the Raw men's title and just becomes like fucking ancillary and never defended. So we'll see how it goes.
What do you think?
I agree. I think she is serving her purpose. So she came in to kind of help uplift the evolution of the women's division, and I think she's been doing successful. She's impressed me. She's
good.
Yeah, she's come on quick. She's did a lot like Kurt Angle did when he came in. She picked it up pretty quick, surprisingly so. If she leaves, I don't see it's a bad thing. As long as they don't bring her back temporarily every once in a while like the Lesnar thing, then we're going to go nowhere real quick. But
it's fine to bring her back as long as she's not champion.
I agree.
I don't think
agree.
the thing is that she's going to leave. I think the thing is that she's going to start being more of a feature attraction.
Cool.
Much more like Brock Lesnar.
Right. As long as they don't hang the title on her every time she shows up and all these other women are going to get their spot, because there's plenty of them that should get it, then I'm cool with it. As long as they don't Lesnar her out and take the title ransom like they did the Universal title, I'm fine with it.
Vice, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think that she can take a break. That's great. It'll be a good time. But as long as she just doesn't keep showing up whenever she wants and fighting whoever they put in front of her, mowing them over, and then coming back and wash, rinse, repeat. That's just. I think that will be. We've seen that.
I mean, if she takes the belt, if she has the belt, and then holds the belt, and then doesn't show up forever, then I think that's not what we're looking for.
No.
Now, if she if she holds the belt, if she comes back every once in a while and holds the belt between like Royal Rumble and remember when
Batista
Goldberg held the belt?
and-
No,
Goldberg.
I mean more
Okay.
recently Goldberg.
All right,
Goldberg
yeah.
held the belt between, I think he won it in like Survivor Series and lost it back at WrestleMania. Like that would
I think
be.
it was even a shorter one.
Like a short run would work. Yeah, short
And
title run.
That's fine. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Ronda Rousey though? Vice,
Oh, just that she can beat anybody up.
like legit, like
her athleticism, and she's like absolutely, she's a shoot fighter, and she has credibility. Obviously her mic skills are whatever, and they could improve. But yeah, like
I think whatever it is, kind of aiming a little high. I don't think her mic skills or whatever. I think
She's getting better.
I think she's actively bad. No, I don't think she's getting better. I think her promo on Raw was
Well,
actually bad.
it could have been short down like 5 minutes worth of it, and she could have had the beginning and the very end of that, and it would have been fine.
she just needs to come in and beat people's asses.
Yeah,
like Bro
exactly.
said, like the fact that you can beat people's asses. That's what.
I usually fall asleep on the couch during Raw on Monday nights, and I fell asleep on the couch Monday night during that Ronda promo, and then Monday night when I was sleeping, I had terrible nightmares. And then today I went back and rewatched that promo while fully awake, and now I know why I had nightmares because the promo was that bad. Hey guys!
Easy ended. That's
I just don't want her time away. I want her time away when she goes away to her fall out of practice. Like
Yeah.
the more she does it, the better she gets. I'm afraid that if she's away, she's going to start dropping off, and
That's
That's
definitely
gonna
true
kill
because
everybody.
she has definitely every single pay-per-view match that she's had. You can watch it and be like, man, she's getting better and better. And that's getting better from the first one, which was really good, which was that pay-per-view match versus Triple H and Stephanie at WrestleMania last year, which wasn't that long ago.
she's like Mrs. Big Match because her regular matches are okay to good. Her big matches she always delivers. I mean, looking at last year's WrestleMania, it was the best match on the card.
It was, oddly enough.
It was. Yes. No doubt.
So she delivers in big matches. The only difference is, she kept at it and kept more practice. She's obviously a great athlete, but she could be Mrs. Big Match like Kenny Omega is Mr. Big Match.
Right.
So,
Looking forward to her match this weekend, but we're saving our predictions for later. So without further ado, we'll get to our 2 count.
That was way too fast, dude. Way too fast.
What are you talking about? No,
I've heard that before.
Murray, what's the 2 count?
NXT, we're leading into Takeover this coming up weekend, and Ciampa and Gargano are in. I'm stuttering over my words pretty bad. Ciampa and Gargano are going through some serious, whatever you would call it at this point. They're still throwing. I'm off point. Ciampa and Gargano
You wanna start over?
yes, please.
Sam, can we start over there?
All right,
If that was Jason, I'd be like, leave it in. just
I get the one.
fucking leave it in.
Ciampa and Gargano are leading into this feud / friendship again. They're kind of teasing the whole DIY thing. Ricochet hasn't really done anything other than show his true colors, since last year. He immediately came out and tried to attack him. While doing so, Ciampa came out and laid into him too. Crowd started going nuts.
And I love that where it's Ciampa, Gargano, and Ciampa's in the ring laughing
Yeah, it was like clapping.
at Dream and Gargano
Yeah.
outside, and then Black comes in.
Yeah, Black comes in and they start, they're just kind of crushing everybody. And
The crowd's just chanting DIY, DIY, and I'm at home in my underwear going DIY, DIY.
And that's where NXT gets it better than everybody else, where like NXT doesn't mind having these stories overlap.
Exactly.
It doesn't because they don't have the pressure of having to do a weekly TV show where like it has to build up. Like WWE has gotten into such a pattern where it's like pay-per-view, first week after pay-per-view, second week after pay-per-view, third week after pay-per-view, and then start over again.
Yeah.
So where NXT can have all these overlapping storylines because they only have 5 matches to do with Takeover in Phoenix.
well,
right?
and that was the best part of the Attitude Era anyways. It's like if strip away all the crazy extreme stuff, the best part, in my opinion, was all the overlapping stories and characters. It made everything way more intriguing.
Yes.
And the same with putting all 4 of those guys in that segment and then having kind of DIY, staring at each other the whole way up the ramp.
And then you had Candice LeRae come in.
Right, and
You're even entering into the women's
Well, it's
division.
like not only that, it's like that NXT has they don't have the short-term memory loss to where they can say, oh, Ciampa and Gargano actually have a bunch of history here, and they would be weird about beating up their respective opponents in the ring at the same time, and then they probably would walk up the ramp.
Yeah,
kind of odd.
I was so thrilled that Ciampa had that look, whenever Candice came and separated them, they were about to shake hands because we're at this moment and they're teasing it, this reunion, and it's what the fans want, even though we also want them to fight forever.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the fans want it.
No, but
do the fans want it, or
we
the
want
fans want the fight?
They're invested.
Right.
Yeah, we're just invested in the
invested.
story, and it's we'll take whatever we can get because whatever they give us is
Gonna be
awesome,
great.
and we trust in whatever they give us because it's always great. But Candice LeRae comes in and is no, Johnny, you're not doing this, and Ciampa looked distraught, he looked like he was upset that he couldn't, make up with his buddy and run roughshod over the rest of NXT because they're the two best guys.
I mean,
in the whole
Candice
division.
LeRae coming in and grabbing Gargano is if me and Bo were getting ready to take a shot at the bar, and my wife was in the bathroom, and she comes back after the bar after the shot's been ordered, and Candice is no, you're not taking
No, Bill,
the shot. And
you're
I was
not taking this, Jim.
but- No, but I want to take the shot.
Yeah.
But can't I take the shot? And
The only
no.
He's describing the night after Thanksgiving, by the way. That actually happened.
They executed this from the get-go phenomenally. From the contest they were in as a tag team as DIY, and they were over as hell
From the breakup.
ever
for
since.
DIY.
that's what I'm
actually,
saying.
even before that,
That's what I'm saying.
the original Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Since the original Cruiserweight Classic, we have seen this, and the story has developed and has not only not
Flawlessly.
gotten boring, it has only gotten better.
I agree.
And it's been two and a half years.
And they could probably spread it out over 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Oh, if they wanted to easily.
Yeah, and that's why Gargano won my beefer for Best Wrestler of the Year
He
last
is
year.
hot
That's
take.
why I have a Ciampa shirt.
It's not a hot take. Gargano is my favorite wrestler in the world, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
And until he gets called up to Raw, and you're like, well, I don't watch Raw.
Yeah, and then I'll start have to actually buying Blue Chew from fucking 83 weeks. I can't watch fucking his matches and get a boner.
And that'll bring us to our 3 count.
2 beers back.
And can you play that hip hop music? All right, boys. So the 3 count is going to be, because there's so many predictions to get to, and because we have such a bunch of stuff to talk about, we are going to get to our takeover predictions for the 3 count right now. So the way this works, I don't have the scores right now because I accidentally left my notebook here, and engineer Sam was supposed to save that for me. So hopefully it's at his house. He's probably got it next to his. It's probably got it on his nightstand. He's probably been reading it.
It's
Like,
next to
always,
pages,
like,
Getting in your head.
yeah, just right, getting my head.
Scary.
So
Got a one up on the prediction.
what we're going to do now is we're going to give our NXT takeover predictions. So starting off, and JCB has already given me all his. All I know is that the scores are pretty close between me and Zach and JCB. Sam is a distant 4th, and Murray is a way distant 5th. I know you came in
Not that I'm new or anything.
no, but the good thing is that the guy comes to last place has to take a chop from a professional wrestler.
Oh, cool. What's up, Kurt Stallion?
And Bo
Yeah.
is now behind you.
Oh!
Yeah, so now Bo's
Good luck with that.
now Bo's got to take a
Hey,
chop.
congratulations to friend of the show, Kurt Stallion, who just signed a contract with Evolve.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
he's going to have to take some time out to come chop the fuck out of Bill.
Oh, yeah,
I do have a chop
soon.
coming,
you do.
like a big chop. I'll take off my shirt for it, guys. I don't even mind.
All right.
All right, so here we go. All right, Sam, you're up first. We have Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno.
Oh, no.
Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. You can give me a 1 or a 2. That's fine. You're taking Cassius Ohno. Good pick, bro. Bo, who you got?
Riddle.
Zach, who you got?
Bro.
I'm going with the no boot, bro.
Everybody's going Riddle except for Sam. Sam, I hope you're right. It probably won't happen, but I hope you're right, sir. All right, so we got Shayna Baszler.
She's gonna choke you the fuck out.
Shayna Baszler?
Shayna.
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
What is it?
Shauna.
So Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair.
Sounds like a tanning salon attendant.
This one for the title.
This is for the title. There's a couple different ways I can see this going because I can see them starting to develop a 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen match going towards SummerSlam. And Bianca Belair is over, and she's not necessarily a face.
No,
either.
not really.
But all that being said, I will take Shauna Baszler. How do you say it?
Shayna Baszler.
All right. Murray, you're up.
I want to say Belair because I'm a huge mark for her right now, but I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler.
All right. Vice.
Baszler, there's no way she loses this one.
Not yet.
Nope.
She's
Sam,
just
no
got
way.
it.
Engineer Sam. Shayna Baszler for 1. No, he does not taking any time at all.
It's not fucking around.
Zach,
Same.
you want to go against the grain?
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna start another like undefeated streak like they did with Asuka with Belair. I see
Belair is undefeated.
she's undefeated, and I see her taking this loss. I do see, like you said, the 4 horsewomen thing being a reality, especially with the Ronda Rousey thing. But we'll see how it goes. I think Shayna, though, is going to continue to carry this.
All right. Moving on, we got the Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders, which is going to be a great match.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
This whole
man.
takeover is going to be good.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
know.
be phenomenal.
It's the Lollipop Guild versus the
I
twins.
swear to God, like
No, versus the twins from the Guinness World Record book they were riding motorcycles.
dude, like I like every takeover. I'm like, can this takeover be better than the last one? And every single one, I'm like one of the Ghostbusters inside the Statue of Liberty, just fucking spraying jizz on the walls. Just like-
Dude, yeah, that,
That's what I was saying this to Vice earlier. I was like, man, I know we say this every single time, but this one looks like it's going to be the best of
I
all
know,
time.
it's so
Every
fucking
single
good.
like in the future, we might go back and rewatch all of these and say, no, this was the greatest run
We
of,
should do,
WWE programming of all time.
should do
Yeah.
bang.
Like
bang
it might
up or
fall
something.
off. It might fall off someday.
No.
But
Yeah.
this
Won't be this weekend.
this
No.
3 or 4 this a 3 or 4 year run might be the best WWE program of all
in
time.
history.
Yeah,
We should do a
I mean,
banged
that
up
might
on
be
it.
true.
Because even if you look at the Attitude Era, there's some fucking terrible in your houses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
oh, there's tons
Yeah.
of duds, but these takeovers.
There's not
Are
a
legit.
loser in the bunch.
All right, so where we're going with next? What you got, Zach?
What was the question?
Undisputed Era or the War Raiders?
Undisputed Era, baby. It's fucking you eat all day.
Sam, Undisputed Era or the War Raiders?
Oh,
Undisputed
he
Era.
didn't have the gang sign.
He always says that. I think it's just easier for him. Like to
I did the
Sam
gang
over
sign
Joe.
one day, and they were like, "What's that?"
I'm taking the Undisputed Era. Vice.
Yeah, I'm not going against Grain on this one.
Undisputed Era. And what you got, Murray Man?
I got them Raiders of War, baby.
You and JCB both got the
Yes,
War
sir.
Raiders. Okay, so for the North American Championship, we have Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano. I will go first just because I don't want to be tainted by your guys' shit. I'm going to go Ricochet. Vice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ricochet as well. I like to see Gargano beat him, but I just don't think they're taking that title off.
I think they're doing something with Ricochet and Ciampa. Maybe I shouldn't say anything else. All right, go ahead, Zach.
I literally cannot bet against my man Johnny Wrestling. I can't do it.
Well, it's scripted.
Like he has,
Nuh-uh.
when it comes to Johnny Wrestling, it's not scripted. Like I'm like 100% kayfabe.
So I'll mark you down for Johnny Gargano.
You mark me down for Johnny Gargano, and the thing is Johnny doesn't need the belt. He's fucking royalty, NXT royalty. He doesn't need the belt. That's why
I agree.
That's why he's lost the NXT title matches so many times.
I agree.
But I feel like he cannot continue to have 5-star takeover matches without having a win.
That's where I disagree. The Velveteen Dreams never held the belt either.
Yeah, but Velveteen Dream's fucking 22 or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, Gargano's way more.
and
seasoned.
that's like fucking. I mean, like honestly, like you're talking like 10 years like difference of like experience, and like they're not in the same league.
Sam, 1 for Ricochet, 2 for Johnny Gargano. He's taking Johnny Gargano also. That's what he is. He's our placebo group. What do you got, Murray?
I'm torn, to be completely honest.
Oh, shit.
I have a lot of scenarios that I think could play out that would go either way. I'm gonna go though with Gargano.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's Rebel Heart, baby.
last
Right.
but not least, we have the title match. And after this, I'm going to ask you guys what you guys think is going to be the match of the night. But don't tell me yet. We have Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black. Murray, I'll let you go first because you went last time.
So I'm gonna go out on a whim here. This is part of why I picked Gargano. I'm gonna say that Aleister Black walks away with the title again.
AB, what you got, Vice?
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna stick with Ciampa on this one. He's so hot right now. He's just so good. I just don't see him taking it off.
I can't see it either. I am also going. No, you know what? I went Ricochet, so I'm gonna. Ooh,
Ha!
here it is.
Yike!
wait. Ciampa won it off of Aleister Black, right?
No, Aleister Black's never been champ.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he is.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got it
No,
from.
I'm
you got it from
sticking.
Aleister
I'm
Black.
sticking with Ciampa.
I'm drinking.
What do you got, Zach?
I got Ciampa.
And Sam, the engineer. Who you got? Ciampa.
Short run then.
It was.
It was a short
I
run.
thought he was going to go up to the
he
main
did.
roster after
He
that.
got
He did because he won it from Andrade. Right?
Yeah.
Thanks for
He won it from
participating
Andrade.
in the wrestling podcast.
Whatever. If your fucking reign was a blip,
All right, that's gonna
fucking
do it.
blip.
That's gonna do it for our.
I'll say it to his face.
Counts.
Right before I get fucking kicked in
Choked
the
out,
face.
yeah.
You can cut the music. Hey guys, MMB Eatery is our third sponsor of the day. Guys, they are part of our Southampton Mafia. They're at 3453 Hampton. They have a lunch menu that's from 11 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday through Friday. And Saturday and Sunday, they have a breakfast and lunch menu from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Guys, these guys consistently get talked about in the conversation of best burger in St. Louis. So
That's
go
smash
get
burger.
yourself some F&B Eatery.
There's a lot of
They're
good burgers in
friend
St.
of the
Louis,
show.
and that's gonna be the best.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. They're a friend of the show. They're a sponsor of the show. Go to F&B Eatery at 3453 Hampton. Tell them the band from Ringside sent you. Right here, Sam. And now we can do the...
It's like when you're in the movie theater and you got to get your girl's Adidas pants open and it's just pure Velcro. Right during the dramatic part.
Oh, gotta wait till the loud parts. Just wait a second, babe.
All right, you can do that's bang from ringside, and then do the rock music.
I gave it back to you.
It's got to be somewhere.
All right, guys, here we go. This is what we talk about all year. This is the best prediction day of the year besides WrestleMania. It's the Royal Rumble prediction year, and we changed the rules a little bit this year, guys.
Uh-oh.
We don't pick our top three. We're doing the pick of honor, which means you have one pick for the women's, for the men's, and it's 10 points apiece. And what I'm going to ask you all to do is I don't want anybody's pick to be influenced by anybody else's pick. So I want everybody to write it down except for Sam.
So pick a men's, pick a women's.
Pick a men's, pick a women's. Because I don't want this shit. I even told Jason, don't send it in until after it's been recorded.
Nia Jax. I'm just totally
I
fucking
don't
kidding.
think anybody else is gonna pick that. You were serious. No, he said it. I'm writing it down.
No, you're fucking not.
He wrote it down.
You want on separate pieces of paper?
No, it doesn't have to be. I just wanted to just be honest.
You
Just
I'm
be
just gonna
honest.
do it
You
on
ripped up a lot
Just-
of paper.
Just make a decision in your mind who you're gonna pick for the men's Royal Rumble winner and the women's Royal Rumble winner.
All right.
Matt,
I will go first.
It's under my phone.
I need a pen.
Go ahead and pick it, man. It's gonna be wrong anyway.
I just wish the one was worth 30 points so I could win the
So-
championship again.
We'll start with something that's not the men's or the women's Royal Rumble pick. Just hold it to yourself. We can start with something kind of innocuous. We'll start with the Cruiserweight belt, the 205 Live belt, which is Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa versus Kalisto versus Hideo Itami. And this is where I'm going to ask Sam to stop Instagramming and start making his pick. Oh,
He's sexting.
what are you doing? You're sexting? You talking to your girl?
Then he's not sexting.
All right,
Just texting.
Bo, you go first. Buddy Murphy, Akira Tozawa, Kalisto, and Itami. Give them to me in the order from least to most.
All right. Man, I'm really bad with 205 Live. So I'm going to freestyle it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going with from least to worst.
Yes.
We're going Kalisto, Akira, Hideo, and Buddy Murphy. I don't think they're taking the belt off him.
That's probably pretty close to being right.
I don't think they're. He's just, for what little I've watched, it's been him. Why would they take it from him?
Buddy Murphy's this.
Also, he has
Go.
sex with Alexa Bliss.
Which is very true
That's,
for a long
I just
time.
learned that fact today, and
Yeah.
that's the main reason why I picked him. I just respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Sam, what you got? Give that man a microphone.
I got a page right here, baby. All right, I'm going with Buddy Murphy. Most likely to lose.
Fuck him,
Yeah, I don't like his name at all.
buddy. Fuck you, buddy. That's the first thing you say is "fuck you, buddy."
Hey, yeah, Sam.
Yeah,
buddy.
Buddy Murphy.
what are we doing? And then I'm gonna do Itami after that, and then Kalisto, and I've got Akira Tozawa winning. And I thought about that for a long time.
I know you really did. Okay, what you got, Murray?
I have got least to worst, correct? Or least to best, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to do Itami. Then I'm going to do Akira, Kalisto, and Buddy.
This guy's a racist.
Very.
Racist.
All right, what you got, Zach?
So I actually had the exact same thing as Bo.
Shoot. Well, Jesus Christ, I gotta write it down.
Unoriginal piece
Just
of
fucking
shit.
copy it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Writing it down, everybody. Okay. I got Buddy Murphy as number 2. I got Hideo Itami as number 1 because I love him. I got
Okay.
Kalisto at number 3 and Akira Tozawa at number 4.
I hope you're right because they got to do something with Kenta.
Well, I think Buddy Murphy's coming up. So now we get into the big talks. Now we go. Hey, all right, time to talk about the men's Royal Rumble. Now, there's probably only about 6 or 7 guys that can honestly win the Royal
You're
Rumble,
being
right?
generous.
Am I?
You're being generous.
I mean,
I can't even name 6 or 7 guys on the main roster.
I think there's a possibility. I know who I think's going to win, but I think there's a possibility that there's
I think there's 3 at most.
Samoa Joe that could win it. I think there's a
Oh,
possibility.
that would make my heart grow 1,000-fold.
I think there's a possibility that Dean Ambrose could win it, depending on how they want to go. I think that there's a possibility that AJ Styles could lose in the championship match and come back and win it. I think there's all sorts of different ways they can go, but there is only one winner that I can see, and that is Seth Rollins. I am going Seth Rollins.
Oh, look, I wrote it down.
Shut up, Jason.
I wrote it down.
Zach, what do you got?
I wrote it down.
Seth Rollins for Zach, too. That's why I wanted everybody to write it down. So, who you got?
Yeah, I'm Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins for Vice. Who you got, Murray?
Burn it down.
Seth Rollins. I just didn't want it to be boring.
Yeah, I mean,
I said burn it down.
Who you got? Sam.
Sam Ojo.
Samoa Joe.
Yes, I hope he
I
wins.
said this, but Seth's my brother's name, and he can't wrestle with a shit.
Yes, that's right.
sound
I really hope that Samoa Joe wins it.
That'd be
Just so
great.
Sam can
He was my
win.
next choice.
Sam can win a really needed 10 points on that.
Yes.
On the and JCB has not sent ours yet.
If we had a number 2, I would think Drew McIntyre is my number 2.
All right,
Yeah.
so Women's Royal Rumble, write it
I
down.
flipped it over. I got it right here. You
I
want
already
me to go first?
Everybody's got it?
You want me to go
Yeah,
first?
go ahead.
Read it, boy.
Fucking shit.
Read it,
Well,
boy.
Charlotte Flair. He's got Charlotte Flair. Who you got?
Going Miss Becky.
You're going Becky Lynch. Now that's a ballsy call because Becky Lynch has a championship match on the Royal Rumble. So you're thinking that she loses to Asuka.
You said it with AJ, and it was
I know.
honestly the direction I was going
I
to take
didn't
with,
go with it.
with
though.
Becky.
I mean, I like
did,
it.
though.
I like it.
All right.
Sam.
Asuka.
Woo!
Who you got, Vice?
Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Who you got?
I already told you.
Charlotte. I got Charlotte
Wrote it
Flair
down.
I
too.
wrote it down. You read it.
Boring.
You had no comprehension.
All right, so now, okay, so nobody took Drew McIntyre, but Drew
He was
McIntyre
my number 2.
could win the Royal Rumble,
He
right?
could.
Absolutely.
Whenever you said 7, I thought that was being generous. My 3 were Seth, Drew, Samoa Joe.
I agree with that.
Is there any way that they really do it, the marks a solid and say, you know what, we're going to call Velveteen Dream, who doesn't have a match on TakeOver,
Oh, I bet he'll be in the Rumble.
but
He's there that weekend.
is there any chance that Velveteen Dream wins and takes on Daniel
I feel
Bryan
like-
at WrestleMania?
I feel
I
like
don't
if
think
anybody does, it's Aleister Black.
You
I
think
agree.
Vince is too scared of that?
No,
No, I
he's
just
just
think,
not ready.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
think
he's too young.
You
they're.
don't think Velveteen Dream is
I
ready?
think
He's-
Vince is scared, and he wants safe bets, and his safe bet is Seth Rollins. That's why I picked Seth Rollins, and his safe bet is not anybody from NXT. He recognizes AEW, he recognizes the landscape, and that's why he's on TV every week. You watch WWE now, and Vince is on every show every week
Playing a different character.
playing. Yes, so he's obviously recognizing things are changing, and he's trying to do his best, and he's going to just revert back to the same old shit. And it's not like putting the toes on the revival. It's not fucking letting Velveteen Dream or Johnny Gargano win the fucking Rumble, even though we would mark the fuck out.
I don't know. Doesn't making Finn Balor, no matter how much they say that the plan was that Finn Balor was going to be the number 1 contender the entire time, doesn't it? I mean, even if Meltzer says it, that doesn't ring very true to me.
What's that?
That Finn Balor was, but I think that Finn Balor was kind of a panic move. Not really a panic move. I think that phrase probably gets thrown around a little bit too much. But that Finn Balor becoming the number 1 contender was Vince saying, "Hey, we need to change something."
Well, he's horribly unprotected, but so is everybody else. I understand that. I think it could be like he was not protected, but he was still at the top, so it's fine.
All right, so Lesnar versus Finn. Who you got?
Lesnar. I don't see Finn taking it off.
How do you see that match going?
I see it going very much like the Daniel Bryan match where Finn sells to Lesnar for the first part and he dominates him, and then he sells to Balor for 10 minutes and then he ends up F5ing him for the win.
I mean, I saw a very interesting thread on Twitter about how Lesnar's weak point is his midsection, where kind of kayfabe style, where he's taken spears from the last couple guys that have beaten him, and he also had diverticulitis,
Scouting
which
report.
took him out for a long time. And that Finn's coup de grace, which in this podcaster's opinion is the worst
finisher ever.
the worst finisher in a long
And that's
time.
where Sable puts her hands when she rides him.
That's where Sable holds him around the waist when
Yeah.
she has to go pee in the middle
or,
of the
when,
night.
or whenever she pegs him over the urinal.
She's very old. I'm going to go Brock Lesnar. I'm going to go Brock Lesnar, even though that is the match I'm looking forward to the most. Vice, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Lesnar, but I just really don't see this match going off without any kind of interference. Like Braun's gonna make an appearance.
I can see that.
Yeah, I
He's
can see
gonna
Braun making an appearance.
And that would be the only way they put Baszler over is with help.
You know, Braun Strowman is another guy that could win the Rumble that we haven't even talked about. I mean, they have made a big
back-to-back.
He didn't win last
Where's
year.
his big green title from Saudi Arabia?
No, he won the greatest Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
That's right.
Nakamura won last year.
So
Murray, who you got?
I have a hot take because as long as he doesn't come out as the demon, I'll
Give
be
it to
satisfied either way.
Oh,
So-
wait, we should talk about this.
So I personally think if they bring him out as the demon, they're going to spoil Finn Balor because he won the Universal title as the demon, and that was great and fine. I think the gimmick doesn't work as well as it should, and I think if Finn is going to win, which he is my pick, by the way, Finn Balor is my pick.
You're
As
taking
long
Finn,
as he,
you're taking Finn in this match.
yes, as long as he does not come out.
Loving this.
so-
Oh my god.
My reasoning is because Finn needs the win more than the demon. The gimmick needs the win. If they're going to try to push Finn like they say they're going to put the Rockets on him, he's not going to get the Rockets by being the demon. That shit is weird. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying I hate it by any means, but
Just say you hate it.
against Brock Lesnar though, like that's so
Just say-
corny.
yeah.
That's corny as fuck. And if they're going to push him,
Hey,
that's
we talked about this. You were on my side. You hate this, right?
I
I thought we were together on this.
just settle down.
I thought you hate this.
Just settle the fuck down.
Do you hate the demon or not?
I don't like it at
Here's
all.
the thing. I guess Finn Balor feels like everybody hates him. Guess he'll go eat worms.
Well, right.
Like the boogeyman.
Well, but look. So
That's what I'm saying.
my hot take on that, though, is that I don't think Lesnar has the championship because he was going to win it anyway. I think he has the championship because of the panic mode thing with Roman Reigns.
yeah,
Well,
just
They
like
had
I
to
was
put it
talking
on
about.
somebody, which means he was never meant to have the title in the first place right now.
Yeah,
So
but
they're
you're
willing to
saying,
get
you're
rid of
saying
it.
if Finn wins, that means that we're going to a Finn Balor Seth Rollins WrestleMania match.
I could deal with that.
And so where does Brock Lesnar fit in WrestleMania then? Against Braun Strowman in a grudge match?
The Undertaker's going to beat him.
No. I don't think that I don't think that Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman in the grudge match is that bad of a call. But
No.
is that what you're saying?
I don't really. I guess I'm looking at it as I don't care if Brock Lesnar is at WrestleMania.
Sometimes people in
You don't
power.
have to care, but he has to be somewhere.
Sometimes people in power get scared, and then we end up with Brock Lesnar as champion. And sometimes people in power get scared, and we end up with 9/11. I feel like they're equally comparable.
I'm saying though,
Zach is back, baby.
I might have said this before, but the demon is dumb.
It's
It's so dumb.
Very.
no. What he
If
did
you're
in
an
New
adult,
Japan,
if you're
it
an
was
adult,
cool,
if you watch WWE with your 12-year-old kid, and he likes the demon, and you like the demon because Brady likes the demon or whatever the fuck his name is, McKenzie or some shit. So then then that's fine. But the demon is dumb. The demon's dumb, right?
yeah.
we're
Especially
all-
the headdress. That's the worst part.
You-
And all the rest of the paint and stuff I can deal
that's
with.
cultural appropriation. We're in the headdress.
The headdress is dumb.
All right. So, Sam, yeah, who you got? Brock Lesnar or
Brock
Finn Balor?
Lesnar. Or,
Finn Balor.
All right.
thanks, bud. See?
Good call.
Helping you out.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's true.
next
Woo,
up, we're
Jason.
going with Rusev versus Nakamura for the U.S. title on the pre-show.
Oh,
Finn Balor. I called Murray Finn Balor. Hey, Murray.
That's all right. I'll take it.
Who you
I'll
got?
coup de
Rusev
grace
or
you any day.
Nakamura? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Rusev. He's gonna retain.
Rusev has the belt.
No,
it is
one of these
Rusev
days.
Day.
I
One of
thought
these
He's
days
on the fucking pre-show.
I thought
again.
Nakamura was
no,
still-
one of these days I'm gonna have to demand that you actually just pay attention just a little bit to WWE so you can come back.
I
on the
watch
podcast.
SmackDown every week. Every week. And
No,
I
you don't. If
I
you didn't know Rusev had the belt,
But there, he's never hardly on TV with it. So
yeah, I can't imagine that actually happened. I mean, I watch SmackDown every week.
he won it on his
Hulu.
birthday. That was Rusev Day.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Sam, who you got? Rusev or Nakamura? One or two?
By the
Going
way,
with Rusev.
by the way, Nakamura won the fucking Rumble last year, and now I can't even remember if he's champion.
Yeah, I know. I know, bro.
You say, "Hey, watch more WWE," and I'm over here enjoying CMLL,
Shit, Jesus Christ.
where they have 1,000 belts. and
Zach,
never
who do you
matter.
got? Rusev or Nakamura?
Fuck.
Make a decision.
I don't know. Let's go Nakamura just because he did it last year.
There we go. All right, Bo, who you got?
Yeah, I got Nakamura too.
Nakamura taking it back.
I think there's going to be some wife interference, and that's going to cause him to lose the belt.
Whew.
It won't be what's his name because he's now commentating on 205 Live.
In English, yeah.
That makes you think he's not going to be involved?
No, but
Better than
in the history of
alternative.
I was gonna say in the history of commentators that wrestlers would go commentate.
All right, the Bar versus Shane and Miz. Shane and Miz have won me over in the last few weeks. They have a story that I'm invested in now. The Bar have brought them in. The Bar beat the shit out of them last week on SmackDown. Cesaro versus The Miz is a match that I never knew that I needed, but that was a fun match. I'm going to take Shane and Miz. I think that they win the tag belts. What you guys got?
Well, if this was a fucking World Cup tag belts, then yeah. I got the Bar. I can't see that happening.
You got Zach got the Bar.
Dude, so Braun Strowman won with a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
My only other thing is
Nicholas.
the Bar. I love the Bar. I love both
Wait.
of them.
That was a WWE Raw belts, though.
And so what?
It's not the same belts.
It's McMahon's belts. So,
Listen.
anyways,
It's a tie.
I love the Bar. I love them together,
belt.
but
It's a tie.
I think it's time for them. I think it's time for them to let the titles go from them. Do I want it to be Shane and Miz? Not particularly, because to be honest, I'm not a fan of that story, honestly. But I'm gonna go with the Miz. And
Dude, it's
Shane
so
McMahon.
forced. It's like
It's boring the shit out of
Bo,
me.
who
it's
you got?
fucking lame.
Bar all day.
Bar all day.
They have
from
been
Vice.
they have been one of the
All right,
best
Sam,
tag
you got
teams.
Shane and Miz or the Bar? Shane and Miz.
The Bar have been one of the best tag teams in the modern era,
I agree.
and they got thrown together after a great best of 7. Like, I don't know, like, if anything, maybe that's one thing creative got right.
You hated them forever.
I never hated the Bar.
Yeah, you did.
No,
You always.
no, I might have hated that they fought Seth and Dean for fucking 8 months or whatever, but I never hated the Bar.
They never fought. Man, you anti-WWE guys, you guys act like this is what you guys do. Like, when stuff is happening, while it's happening, you guys are like, fuck this. It could be so much better. It could be so much better. And then when it's not happening, you're like, man, I always like these guys.
I won't say you're
good.
wrong, but I don't feel like I had that feeling about the Bar.
With
I mean,
Superman.
maybe you're right. I mean, I could be totally making it up. I just like railing on you. So we have Ronda versus Sasha Banks. Bo, who you got?
Rousey. I don't see Sasha taking it from her. Even if she's going to take her a little break, there's no reason for it.
Sam, Ronda Rousey or Sasha Banks? Rousey. All right. Zach Pullman.
Ronda Rousey.
Murder Man.
Look, the boss is going to go into the tag team division, so it's going to go with Ronda.
Yeah, they're getting ready to have the tag team elimination chamber women's match, which is funny because there are no tags in elimination.
It's going to be a
Yeah,
crazy
man.
fucking
Actually,
match.
But
Blood Girl Raven brought up something on Twitter earlier that I really hope happens. She said, I hope Io Shirai and Kairi Sane could manage to make it into that with like the Iconics and with
for sure.
That
Shout
would be
out Blood Girl
fucking great.
Raven. All right. The last 2 matches for the men's and women's belts on SmackDown. We have Asuka versus Becky Lynch. Now, this one is interesting, guys. This one is interesting because the rumored triple threat match at WrestleMania is Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. So, there's a couple ways you can go into it. I have Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble, but I also believe that this triple threat match is going to happen. So, does Becky Lynch win this match, and both champs go into a match, or both champs go into a match against Charlotte Flair, and have it headline WrestleMania, which would be massive, right? Or you could have Asuka retain, and then you have Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey going for that one belt. So that's where I'm stuck up. I am going to say that Asuka retains because I can't imagine a scenario that crazy where both belts are in a triple threat match for WrestleMania. But I just changed my mind. I'm taking Becky Lynch.
You already wrote it down.
No. I'm the one writing it, though. I changed my mind. You can change your mind before the next person goes too. Go ahead, Murray.
Well, I'm going to go with Asuka retaining for my pick of the winner of the Women's Rumble.
Yeah, okay. Vice, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Asuka retaining, but I think there's gonna be some involvement in that too.
Yeah, there definitely will be.
Like some Ronda involvement? I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. Sam, what you got?
Asuka.
Sam's going with Asuka again. Sam picked Asuka for the Royal Rumble winner and the championship match winner.
That's right,
Double down.
Jinx.
Well, he's playing the odd. I mean, he's
Double
hedging
down.
his
Hey,
bets.
he's going to
Smart.
get it too.
That's smart, guys. That's smart. Zach, what do you got?
Asuka.
I'm the only one that took Becky Lynch because Jay Bell took Asuka also. Okay, and so for what could easily headline a WrestleMania or any other, I mean, there's a few matches on here that could headline a WrestleMania, but AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan cut a promo, and I did bring in my dongle this week so I could plug in my phone and play the promo that Daniel Bryan cut this week on Vince McMahon when he told Vince McMahon the baby boomers are hoarding all the wealth and they're destroying the earth and they're destroying all the middle class. It was one of the best promos I've ever heard in my life. And I taped it, but I forgot to bring in the thing that attached, the thing to the thing.
It's a dongle.
It's a dongle. Everybody looked at me funny when I said dongle. So we got AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Bo, who you got?
Daniel Bryan. He's gonna hold on. AJ
Two
doesn't
beer.
need
Who
it.
you got?
Daniel Bryan. AJ had his reign.
Sam, who you got?
Daniel Bryan.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You said AJ has reign and what?
Oh, and AJ had his reign. Daniel Bryan is the hottest male superstar in the company, so he's going to continue.
Murray.
Daniel Bryan's angle is too hot right now. He is too good as that heel champion, so I'm going with Daniel Bryan.
Totally agree. Before we turn the music off, we have all our predictions in. Who is the surprise NXT entry that you think will happen in the Royal Rumble this year? And who do you think is the surprise Legends entry that you think will happen in the Royal Rumble this year? Anybody?
I want to go with two NXT guys because I can't decide which one would be which. It's either going to be Aleister Black if he loses, or it'll be Velveteen. Oh, and then what was the other one? Legend.
Legends, yeah. I mean,
Fucking Hogan.
there are rumors of Carlito, which
All right.
I love.
I could be into that. Yeah,
I love.
be all right with that.
Thoughts? Anybody?
Batista
No, I didn't think about that.
as a surprise entrant. And I'm with
And Groot?
I am Groot. And I'm with Murray. It's either going to be Velveteen or Aleister or both. There's 21, I
True.
think. And so they have 9 to fill.
Yeah, there's 9 to fill. So, NXT guy?
Oh, if it was Dream, that would be.
Huge.
Oh man, we talked about it a little bit earlier. That would be insane.
I think Dream would be insane. Dream winning for me would be the best.
It would be great, but I just don't think it's time.
I don't think
Introduce
it's
him and
time
put
either.
The title on him.
Yeah, I would be into it.
I
but-
mean, over the last 5 or 6 years, though, the Rumble winners have not been. I mean, Triple H won the 1 year, and then there was a Del Rio,
They've
and
been
there's a
fucking
Sheamus in
underwhelming.
there.
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
there was an
It was
Orton 1
fucking
year, and
Randy
he had
fucking Orton.
the Maggots
it's gonna
match
be
with
Randy Orton again.
First, third.
right. Well, when Orton came in at the end of SmackDown, Vice pointed out to me earlier today when he came in and RKO'd Samoa Joe, he started showing a 3.
Yeah.
And we were like, what's a 3? It's like, oh, he's won twice.
Yeah. I've already canceled the network. At that point, I'm resorting to domestic terrorism.
Orton's not going to win. Orton is not going to win.
They better not.
But what if he did?
It would be. I'd be so furious that I would continue this podcast next
Hey,
week.
if Orton wins, he disappears off of TV until WrestleMania when he comes back with long hair and comes out as the new Undertaker.
By the way, this is a great time of year for guys who have fetishes for people pointing at signs. Because it's going to be months on end.
The awkward Ronda Rousey, that was one.
Hey guys, BFR Ringside Glory Pro Wrestling present 83 Weeks Live with Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson bringing their hit podcast live in St. Louis Sunday, February 23rd at Off-Broadway Music Venue on the corner of 11th Broadway. Eric Bischoff, friend of the show, he was here last week, will be telling stories you can't hear on the air, everything ranging from his time as Executive Vice President of WCW and even his WWE General Manager days. Also performing would be Nathan Orton. Yes, that Orton. He'll be opening the show with the comedy set. I have had the pleasure of sitting in as a judge on a St. Louis roast battle that Nathan Orton was a part of. I can assure you he was the funniest one there. VIP tickets are available and will include a personal meet and greet with Eric and Conrad that includes pictures and autographs, early entry, and a seat in the first 5 rows. All your BFR buddies are going to be there. We look forward to seeing you there. Right here, Sam. That brings us to our birthdays this week. Sorry. The pages around.
We could ask Orton's brother how he feels about his brother winning the Royal Rumble.
I don't think he gets a shit.
I bet he makes a joke.
I think he's he's probably so done with it.
I'm sure.
The Honky Tonk Man is 66. Michelle McCool,
R.I.P.
Mrs. Undertaker, is 39. Jay
R.I.P.
Briscoe, no, she's not R.I.P. Jay Briscoe is 35.
R.I.P.
Road Warrior Hawk, 62.
R.I.P.
Evil is 32.
R.I.P.
Sasha Banks is 27.
R.I.P.
Sheamus is 41.
R.I.P.
Sonata, 31.
R.I.P.
Bob Holly,
Great.
happy birthday. Giant Gonzalez is only 53. So,
Somehow still alive.
like, if Giant Gonzalez had that match with The Undertaker, and he's only 53
He
now.
was 13 in that
I
WrestleMania.
know. Becky Lynch is 32. She is the man. And Drake Maverick is 35. Hey, everybody. We know there's a ton of podcasts to listen to, so we appreciate the hell out of you listening to ours. For Shock City Studios,
Check.
for Sam the Mauler Mall,
Check.
for Soul Taco, for JJ Twigs on Southampton, for MMB Eatery, for Murray the Murray Man Murray, for Two Beer Zach Home, for Jason Cornelius Bell, for Bo Vice Geisman, I am Bill Vagan. Everybody boo the heels! Is he doing those checks? Who was doing those checks?
I am a common man. I will say that.